Hey, everybody. This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. Um, that is in the Navy by the Village People. And I thought it was very poignant today because, you know, me, I was gonna come on later, you know, drop another Pride Month, Black Music Month, highlighting a musician. But I had to come on about this because, you know, I'm always getting these news notifications, right? And so I just got this one. Please look at the article from the Guardian. Shout out to the Guardian News. Um, and also look at the second document that is Harvey Milk's service record, according to the U.S. National Archives. And I probably need to download it before they delete some stuff. So remember a couple of months ago, because, you know, everyone's doing what President Donald Trump wants them to do, get away from all this DEI and wokeness and liberalism and all that kind of stuff. And so they went to the U.S. Defense website, and there were articles and pages that highlighted Black, Latino, Hispanic, Asian, LGBTQ, female women who contributed to the armed forces. And so when people got mad, they're like, wait a minute, you took down Jackie Robinson. You took down, I think they even took down the Tuskegee Airmen. What was the other one? I know I looked up either Felix Longoria or Macario Garcia. Macario Garcia got a congressional medal from Harry S. Truman. I couldn't find him. And so got a lot of flack from different veterans and different people. And so eventually they were put back on there. Well, I'm hoping that this time we can hopefully start a campaign to stop this removal again of history. This is Pride Month. I told y'all this already. The reason why this is Pride Month is because this is when the Stonewall riots, the very first protest that LGBTQ citizens of this country fought back against police violence, which was actually happening against Mexican Americans, Latinos, African Americans, even Asians. And they fought back and they started creating groups to fight for their civil rights or fight for their equal rights. And so in 1970, a year after the Stonewall riots, is when the very first Pride Parade started. So they've been there since 1970. Well, Harvey Milk, as you see in the middle, who, by the way, I want y'all to understand something. They don't just randomly name these ships anything. Harvey Milk was in the U.S. Navy. He did serve during the Korean War. Okay? So it wasn't just like, oh, he was a politician and he was gay and he died. No, he actually was in the U.S. Naval Forces. Okay? And it was 2016, during the Obama administration, that this ship was named for him. This particular ship, all right, it actually has a much longer name. I think there are certain classes, I guess degrees or whatever, of ship. And his ship is actually called the John Lewis class U.S. naval ship Harvey Milk. And there's like a little number after it. So his class of ship is named after John Lewis, who's a civil rights activist who became a U.S. representative. He served until he died, I think, at the age of 88. Okay. This is Harvey Milk. If you've ever seen the movie called Milk by Sean Penn, does a great job at playing him. Basically, sorry, that's my dog. Sorry, my dog. Harvey Milk, basically there were some problems in his community. I want to say it was the Castro section of San Francisco? San Francisco. And again, there were, like I said, discrimination, violence done against LGBTQ people in his community. And he decided to run for a position. And he won. And unfortunately, because of the time period, I want to say it was either one of the other councilmen or the person he lost to assassinated him. Okay, he was the first openly gay politician to run for office. He wouldn't be the last one, but he was the first one. Okay, and in 2016, also he has a Harvey Milk. There's also the Harvey Milk Foundation that does work in the community, and I need to make sure that I add them on X. If anyone else knows any type of LGBTQ or LGBT kind of ally organization, please share this video with them, because I just think this is a travesty. He was a Korean War veteran and he was in the U.S. Naval Forces, and they want to take his name off the side of a ship. And by the way, the ship right here, its only function is to replenish, it's an oil replenisher. So it basically goes to all the other ships, I guess aircraft carriers too, and basically make sure they got they got gas or oil, right? So they can keep running. And I'm just like, and then it's like, Pete Hegseth, you ain't sugar honey iced tea. Because you're doing this during Pride Month, man. You did that on purpose. Saying that it sent out a memo saying it needs to be name removed and removed by June 13th. And then they said they're going to rename it. Rename it. So who you gonna rename it back? Because remember, I don't know if you remember this, but they also started. Remember, under Biden, they was renaming the Fort military bases that had Confederate names. They were naming it but to other people's names. Now that down to Trump, he's renaming them, putting the name back. You putting losers' names, losers who we fought against in a civil war, their names back on forts, military forts. So now I'm just really thinking about, well, whose name you finna put on the ship? Is John Lewis class, is his name, and from the word class of ship that the USNS Harvey Milk is named for? Are you gonna take off John Lewis's name too? And I really started crying when I was listening to this, because I was like, how heartless could you be to do that during this month? You shouldn't be doing it all, but still. But then on top of that, I started crying even more because I kept reading the article. And it said, in addition to renaming the USNS Harvey Milk, the Defense Department plans to rename other vessels that have been given names of various icons through American history. Documents reviewed by CBS shows that vessels on the U.S. Navy's recommended list include USNS Thurgood Marshall, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Harriet Tubman, Dolores Huerta, Lucy Stone, Cesar Chavez, and Medgar Evers. Cesar Chavez was in the U.S. Navy as well. He was a World War II veteran. Does that make no sense? Y'all make me understand. These individuals did great things for this country, and you can't even keep their name on the ship. Name on the top of the ship. You are so following this ideology that these individuals represent DEI, which means they're meritless. They don't just put people's name on ships who do average things. And as you can see, these were names of various throughout American history. People are learning about these people in history books at all levels. There are schools named after these individuals. There are organizations named after them. And you telling me because you feel like it, because you don't like it, you don't think their name deserves to be on a U.S. vessel. Shame on you, Pete Hegseth. And I'm going to say this. I think you're doing it because he's gay. And I think you're doing it because he's probably more qualified than you for your own job. He died for his belief and died for what he was. You still here living. And the only time you go on TV to spout whatever for the Trump administration, most of the time it's on Fox News. They're the real fake news. You should be ashamed of yourself. Here's the article, y'all, from The Guardian. You can read it yourself. They're really good, reliable. And this is Harvey Milk's service record. And it tells you, as a picture of him when he enlisted, it tells you, it has this, I think the application or it's the forms. It tells you what he did during the Korean War. Like, they just not naming ships after random people. Okay. This is where I got most of the information, some other articles too. But it's just like, and I know P had said it's probably gonna come online to my, oh, it's just the leakers, it's people who are doing saying things against, disgruntled employees. Sir, you wrote a memo with your name on it, coming from you to everybody over there in the Navy and saying, look, we need Harvey Milk's name off of here by June 13th. And then we need to get in the process of renaming the ship. So who are you going to rename the ship after? Then you have another recommended list of other people's other ships, U.S. naval ships, to remove their name. And I'm looking at, and I was already crying because it was Harvey Milk. Because I was like, why y'all gonna do that during Pride Month? And then I said the rest of it, I started crying harder. I was like, really? Thurgood Marshall, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Harriet Tubman, Dolores Huerta, Lucy Stone, Cesar Chavez, and Medgar Evers. Really? Medgar Evers was assassinated in his driveway, 1963. Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta organized United Foreign Workers so they can get better wages and better treatment. Cesar Chavez died in 1983. Dolores Huerta is like almost 90 years old. She's still alive. Harriet Tubman led escaped slaves from freedom in Canada. Served as a spy during the Civil War for the Union. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was the first, the second, second female justice of the Supreme Court, first Jewish American woman on the Supreme Court. Said she was gonna stick it out. She had cancer. That she was gonna stick it out until, because she was like almost 90, or I think she was 90. She was trying to stick it out until a Democratic president could replace her, but she just didn't make it. But lo and behold, whatever that new girl name is, occasionally, I guess Ruth Bader Ginsburg's spirit must be possessing her sometime, because she's been siding with the liberals in a lot of their decisions lately. But Thurgood Marshall, really, who basically was defended African Americans in front of the Supreme Court, then became Solicitor General of the United States. That's the second highest person in the Department of Justice. And then he became the first African American Supreme Court Justice. Y'all telling me these people can't have their names on sides of ships? Oh, I'm so tired of you, P. Hegseth. I really am. These are some great, wonderful people. You want to take their names off because it's a recommended list, y'all. It said recommended. Please share this video with other people so other people are aware. This is a travesty. Just look at Harvey Milk. He's cute. Look at that nice little smile. You can't even build. This is Sever's record, by the way. It's in the description as well. Korean War veteran. Was in the U.S. Navy. First openly gay politician assassinated. Y'all want his Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth wants his name off, removed from the ship by June 13th. I don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Please share this video. Please read the article, read his service record, because it's just horrible. It's just horrible. He deserves better than this. All right, this is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.